Yeah, very rare this, that Sunderland shoot from right to left here at the Sunderland Stadium light in the first half. Anthony Patterson got a good reception from that Roker end.
Do you know what, things like that, it wouldn't bother me. I know you got people like, you know, Liverpool shooting towards the Kop, and, you know, as I say, Newcastle prefer to, you know, one way or the other. But from our point of view, we've got fans now behind both goals, haven't we? Whereas back in the day, the away fans would be to the goal on our right-hand side there. But no, it doesn't affect you as a player.
Early coming together then, the Watford players stayed down. It's Ryan Andrews, who's come together with Dennis Serkin. I think he's feeling it on his chin,
isn't he? Yeah, goes up for a header with Dennis Serkin. Neither player get contact on the ball. Andrews not happy. Let's have a look. No,
it's come together, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, he's on the way down, isn't he? And Dennis has put his arm out. He hasn't thrown an elbow at him. But yeah, not ideal. 20 seconds into the game.
Hume comes through, clears it, and Andrews has recovered. Tested by Enzo Lefebvre. They're singing his name.
Yeah, that drizzle we've had as well. I know that obviously they water the pitch, but it's got a little zip on it. You see the surface there. So from a defender's point of view, you've got to be on your toes watching that little skip off the surface.
Big game for Watford, big game for Tom Cleverley as well in the dugout. He's only 35, Tom Cleverley, retired early, of course.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And if he manages to get through till next month, he'll have been in charge for a year at Watford, which is quite an achievement.
Yeah, he has. And I caught his interview, I think it was yesterday. He spoke quite highly of Sunderland, you know, said for the club at obviously this level and the size, and obviously Regis as well, and the way we're going about our transfer business and getting the younger players in. Very complimentary.
Nice to hear.
See loser here for Watford, the 10, obviously playing in the middle of the park, but dropping really deep in between the centre backs, trying to get on the ball for them.
Anthony Patterson gives it to Chris Mepham. Patterson under pressure, lets it roll across him. Luke O'Nien under pressure himself. It's caught late there, O'Nien. Referee players on. Check for Dadzi. Good player, you liked him in the previous game.
Yeah, yes, yeah, it's busy. You see there, generally he's going to set up off out the left-hand side, but he'll have the licence as well to roam, I think. You see now coming across the pitch to this right-hand side.
Trey Hume gets across well. Looks to play it down the line. Gets the deflection, wins the throw-in.
But you just see there going back when we're moving the ball across, back to Anthony Patterson, allows it to run across. It's doing things with a bit of tempo and setting their sort of standards and the tempo of the game early, really. And then it goes out to Luke. Luke's getting pressed. You know, Dunby has come in to the starting lineup. Young, what's he, 18-year-old? He'll be busy buzzing around them today. So you've got to be on your toes and move the ball a little bit quicker.
Wilson trying to get away. Comes back through. Anthony Patterson gives him a shout and collects. The game hasn't really settled yet.
It was quiet, isn't it? Yeah. See crowd waiting for something to happen here.
Early kickoff, of course, over here in the UK. If you're watching internationally, 12:30 local time. It's freezing cold again over here. That normally doesn't deter these Sunderland fans. Pollock stops and goes the other way. Someone you played with, I think, Matty Pollock.
Yeah,
Grimsby.
a young lad coming into the setup at Grimsby in my last season there, last season as a player.
Sissoko. Kiyembe. Moves it to the left-hand side. Larucci. Check Vedadze. Salis. Abdul Samed. Isidore gets a lovely touch on it. Oh, And Chris Rigg was almost away there, wasn't he, Danny?
Well, he squared up. It was Matty Pollock, and he had the run on him as well. If he
so high that back line at the moment for Watford, if Sunderland could exploit it, and he's Dan Neil looking to do so, trying to find Wilson Isidore. Stopped that time by Loser.
Yeah, trying to thread it through, what, 2 or 3 yellow shirts there. Dan Neil, I think the ball's over the top, actually. It's on.
Stopped by Cirkin. A couple of times Watford have been sloppy in possession.
Yeah, I don't think they're a side who want to come up here and sit off us and not have too much possession. They want to try and have a bit of the ball as well. You've seen that early on.
Abdul Samed. Pat Roberts brings in Chris Mepham. Round of applause from the crowd as Dennis Cirkin takes it on. This is Enzo Lefebvre. It's lovely stuff from him. And he finds Dennis Cirkin, and Cirkin's in the box. He's cued at Chris Rigg.
Oh, maybe, do you know what, maybe could have took a touch there. He fancies it, and it's on his favoured left foot as well, but yeah, it's that man there. Throws a big Cruyff early on, doesn't he, and skips down the touchline. You see it now. There he goes, whoop, there we go, up against Sissoko, and then Dennis is free. Picks his head up there, he's got to have a touch there, I think, and he's got Patrick outside him as well.
Meanwhile, you're watching that, Sunderland come again. Enzo Lefebvre wins the corner. He knew exactly what he was doing there. He's got a great football mind, hasn't he?
Yeah, just those pictures early on, you see there a little bit of skill up against Sissoko. The easiest pass on is just to lay it off square, isn't it? But no, he's got things happening in his mind. I don't mind that, especially final third. You get a lot of coaches who say, go and express yourself in that half of the pitch, rather than take the easy option.
I might go for another one.
Still in.
I thought that.
Well, the flag stayed down on the far side.
It did stay down, but
it was mainly the Watford players appealing that it had gone out of play.
We continue. Gambaya gets across. Turn there from Deli Bashiru. He scored the penalty in the 2-1 victory over Sunderland. One of their only 4 defeats this season. Of course, at Vicarage Road.
Ball.
Well, that one wasn't. Anthony Patterson in blue this afternoon, short sleeves. Luke O'Nien looking for a gap. He finds Dan Neil. He's already looking more advanced than he normally is. That's not going to run. That's not going to run.
Yeah, it didn't have the legs, did it there? See, the Banquet, he's got the physicality, isn't he? Trying to see Dan Neil off there, but it's never going to run out of play. Dan Neil made that 20-30 yard run.
Sunderland go hunting. Cleared out by Salvik. Comes into the side this afternoon in goal for Watford. 27-year-old Norwegian. Oh, that's nice from Patrick Roberts, but he doesn't get a red my shirt on the end of it, and here come Watford. Check for Dadzi. Forced back out, Deli Bashiru. Sissoko. I think they've won a corner here.
Yeah, he was unlucky. It was Trey Hume on the far side, actually makes the challenge, and he Sort of toe pokes it into Chekvidadze's path, doesn't he? To get Watford up the pitch. Sissoko eventually wins his side a corner.
Well, we're going to go for the early one there. I didn't see the assistant standing over the ball. The assistants this afternoon, Ian Hussein and Neil Davies. The fourth official is Lewis Smith. Watford's first corner. Here's a short one. Chekvidadze picks it up. Roberts is in front of him. He manages to get the cross in. Serkin gets something on it, but it drops. Pollock's there. It's not clear yet. Shot goes in.
Oh, they were on
Blocked by
ball.
Mepham. That was his back, surely, Danny.
Yeah, there's a few of them appealing. I think it's Matty Pollock. Was it in the end that got the strike away?
He did get one of the second balls anyway.
Let's have a look at it back here now. Camera's focused on Chris Mepham. Let's have a look as it drops down.
It is.
No, it's never been handball. Yeah, turning away, his arms into his body. Strikes him on the elbow, I think it is.
Lefebvre.
Oh, he's in behind.
He is in behind. Ball doesn't get through though, Danny. Ball breaks for Sissoko. Musa Sissoko. Didn't go out. Assistant right on top of it. Abdul Samed comes across to help out. Gives it straight to Sissoko, who puts one in. Sunderland trying to get rid of this. Lefebvre stumbles on it. Chekvidadze takes it on. Free kick against Chris Rigg, right on the edge.
It's a mess, wasn't it? A couple of opportunities to deal with the situation in this left-back position. See Chris Rigg there's clear the ball there. Samed trying to overplay on the touchline really in this left-back place, and then eventually they win the free kick in a decent position. You see here now, and then Lefebvre just dwelt on the ball there. As Kayembe steals it off him. And just gets away from Chekvidadze a little bit there. Chris Rigg thinks he can win it, and he doesn't. It's a great position for Watford. See it there, just off centre. 25 yards out.
Chekvidadze will fancy it. He's also got Loser with a hand on the ball, weighing up his options. This is quite central though, which might play to Sunderland's advantage.
Well, you look at the flip side of that. If you've got a left footer and a right footer stood over it, I'm not sure if they have it now, as you say. Loser at the 10. Right, yeah, he is putting it down, Loser, so he's kind of the option. I think it's going to be Chekvidadze, to be honest.
Left-hand side. Let's have a look.
Anthony Patterson sets himself middle of the goal.
Lots of traffic in front of him.
Still in discussion, the two Watford players stood over it.
It's Loser. It's hit the wall. They come again. Chekvidadze. Given away. Roberts has a chance to clear it. And Wilson Isidore's picked it up here. It's Isidore on the counter. Stumbles, picks it up again. Isidore goes again, pulled down a little bit. Referee's given it.
Yeah, he's given it, yeah.
He was definitely booked, Danny.
Yeah, no, he does well in there. I think it's Andrews is up against him. It just slows him down enough. Let's have a look there. Yeah, it is Andrews on the halfway line, really. You think 1v1 there. Is Wilson going to put the burners on? And credit to Watford, they get bodies back in around him. Nowhere to go really, and he does well in there. It's just there, you see.
There, yeah.
A Banquet has a piece of his shirt. No need really, you see. Arm round him, bit of his shirt. This is a cheap free kick.
And now Sunderland are in a position that
similar
Watford
to Watford, yeah, exactly the same place.
Ago. The stadium as loud as I've heard it for a while, singing Wilson Isidore's name. But it's Enzo Lefebvre who'll fancy this from the free kick. Pat Roberts is there as well.
Yeah, what did you see from Watford's there? They had Loser and Chekvidadze, and it was Loser that struck it with the left. I think this will be Enzo Lefebvre. We'll try and pull rank on Patrick Roberts, but we'll see.
Yeah, if it's Enzo's right foot, fancy that top left-hand side of the goal as you look at it on your screen. Top bins. And they've got the old draft excluder in the wall, Watford. It's Enzo who's shaping up, but Patrick is there. It is Roberts. Oh, he takes a deflection, goes for the corner. He went for the low one.
Yeah. Not sure if it was it checked for Dadzey lying down behind the wall. Let's have a look from this, although Pollock on the end. Yeah, it's Matty Pollock. I think it's maybe just going wide of that left-hand side post as we look at it.
Pressure still on as Sunderland take their second corner of the game. Enzo Lefebvre will take it. Will whip it in with that right foot. It's a deep one. Sirkin gets it, keeps it alive!
Oh,
and a diving header! And it's Luke O'Neill!
Well, combination of the defence, isn't it? I think Trey Kuhn far post does excellent. Just volleys it back across, and Luke O'Neill a yard out. Guides into the back of the net from a set piece. We thought it might have been the free kick. It's not. It's from the corner, and it's Luke O'Neill. That's his third goal of the season, I think. Yeah, we've seen the corner earlier, went near post. This one, it's deep, isn't it? And then I think it's Andrews gets under the flight of it, doesn't pick up the flight. And then the ball watching the rest of the Watford. Just keep your eye on Luke there. Just
well
doesn't have to do a lot, does he? Just finds himself free, and then just a little diving header. Lovely that from Trey Hume. Cushions it back across the keeper. No chance for the keeper. And Luke's there to finish it off. Bit of relief in the stadium. 15 minutes on the clock. Sunderland in front.
Luke O'Neill in the goals.
Against his former club.
Against his former club as well. That'll mean one appearance in the Premier League, yeah. And then he thought his career was over. And he moved to Wickham. And he came to Sunderland. And he says it himself, he had a shaky start here at Sunderland. But he's approaching 300 appearances. He's already played the most games of any Sunderland footballer at the Stadium of Light.
Yeah, fantastic achievement, isn't it? Just gets on with his job, playing numerous positions. Obviously settled recently in that left centre-back position.
Yeah, no one saw that coming in that first game. So Watford will try and respond. Abanqua gives it to Andrews, but Sirkin, who looks up for it today, tries to get it back. Wilson is trying to get it back. This line is so advanced for Watford. If Sunderland were to steal it, it's on. And this is Chris Rigg. Rigg still going. He's been brought down.
Yeah, he's appealing it there. I think
that'll be a yellow card there.
Is it Abanqua? Just have a look at it back now. Yeah, it does well, Chris Rigg. His options on. He's got Patrick Roberts with space, and he just skips by him.
There's people around us shouting, switch it, but it's on for him.
Yeah. Well, he gave the free kick a moment ago, didn't he, for pulling Wilson Isidore back. He's had another one there. I think he's escaped the yellow card, has he? Abanqua.
No cards given. Tom Cleverley. Looks a bit glum.
I was just going to say those very words, Frankie. He does, doesn't he? Yeah.
He'll know what this result could mean for him. Lots of rumours in the week and before that as well.
Let's have a look now. Yeah, it's a little bit further out, isn't it?
And so have to be something from here.
Patrick eyeing it up. What I would say though, it is central, isn't it? A decent strike. You know, you can work the keeper certainly from there.
Well, Pat had the last one, so maybe Enzo will say, well, you had the last one.
Yeah.
Let me have this one. It is quite far out. It's Lefebvre. It's on target.
Yeah.
Neither side of the goalkeeper.
It's on target. Yeah, it's comfortable, isn't it? Yeah. As I say, from that distance, got to be a worldy strike.
What's interesting to me, though, is, Danny, how Watford are still trying to press Sunderland, and they're there for the taking.
Yeah, no, as you say there, we managed to steal it, middle of the park there, and then I'd be looking early balls as well. You know, as soon as Chris Rigg, yeah, credit to him,
look at that,
carried the ball forward.
Sunderland at the moment, there was a 4 there momentarily.
You see, it is Chris Rigg. Generally, we do go into sort of a 4-4-2 in these sort of positions. Now with Rigg pushing alongside Isidore, going hunting.
You said, Danny, we haven't scored one by more than 2 since the Derby game. Again, it would send a message to the rest of the division if Sunderland were to go on and do that.
Yeah, I think was it Derby or Oxford?
Oxford.
Yeah, certainly Oxford or Derby. It was 2-0 here, wasn't it? Yeah, end of October it was. Yeah, I think it's 19 games ago. Yeah, so we've had to, as I say, in those games since we've won by the odd goal and obviously picked up draws or lost by the odd goal. But it would be nice this afternoon to have a comfortable victory. But listen, there's still a long way to go, Frankie.
Sirkin looking for options. Dan Neil is that option, holding off Musa Sissoko, moves it on. Chris Mepham. Now Trey Hume. Sunderland starting to pop it around here. And that's lovely over the top.
Oh, he's unlucky there, Trey Hume.
Yeah, did everything right, and Sunderland battled back. Rigg. Combining with Roberts.
Oh,
ball played in.
Oh. Yeah, nice. Better from Sunderland. See all the one-touch passing and movement off the ball. Excellent, sharp. Digs a cross out with his right foot there, Chris Rigg.
Check Vidadzi. He's got pace. He's got speed. He's ridden the challenge. And check Vidadzi. Doesn't play in a yellow shirt, but he's dangerous.
But Trey Hume's feeling something on the far side there when he lunged in. Trying to win the ball back.
Dan Neil brings in Enzo Lefebvre. Trey Hume is still stumbling, hobbling. He's just come into your picture now. Let's hope he can run it off. It's the last thing Sunderland need is injuries in that department.
Shy at the back, aren't we, as well?
Dan Neil.
He's not comfortable on the far side. Just have a look there. I think Leo Kjelda's gone out. Obviously, Luke can shift across the right back.
Here is Trey Hume. He's moved it on. Rigg tries to wriggle free. Deli Bashiru picks it up. Pollock in possession. Loser goes back to his keeper. Puts his keeper under pressure. On Wilson. Almost got in there. Wilson Isidore.
Obviously, Dan Ballard as well. So you've got options to come off the bench, Kjelda and Ballard. Defensive department. Yes, it might be one of them where Trey just want to, he won't want to come off. He's quite robust, isn't he, Trey? And he'll give it a go.
Broken up momentarily. Check Vidadzi. Still looks a threat for Watford. Picks it up, brings in Andrews. Deli Bashiru. Check Vidadzi. Musa Sissoko. Check Vidadzi. Sunderland sitting deep at the moment, waiting for Watford's next move. Sunderland steal this.
Well, I was just going to say that you've got Wilson Isidore. He's just popping about in between the two centre-backs at the moment, and if they can, look at the space he's got there. If they can try and nick it here, Sunderland. Matty Pollock, he won't want to get in a foot race with Wilson Isidore, I'll tell you that.
Some of the fastest fullbacks don't want to get in a race with them. Great pace. The Sunderland need to deal with this. Chance for Loser. Charge down. Abdul Samed swings at it. Tries to release Wilson Isidore. Check Vidadzi.
Squeeze up now.
Now Pollock.
Just take the sting out of it, Watford, aren't they? Trying to sort of recover a little bit, conceded, and then had a 5 minutes or so where Sunderland were full of confidence, knocking the ball around really well.
Check Vidadzi again, causing problems. Deli Bashiru. Now Loser. Andrews. Second's gone with him. The first gone with Loser, but it's Watford still in possession, and Sunderland fans
trying to get a little bit restless, but
want it back.
Watford are keeping possession, just trying to work it round, look for that opening.
You feel while they have it, one wrong move from Watford could unlock Sunderland. They almost take possession back. They're going to have to be patient, these fans.
Well, I'm just looking at a bank with it. He keeps going tight, and as soon as it looks like a bit of a ropey pass, he drops off 5-10 yards there.
Sissoko!
No. Yeah, I can see it just pops up there for him. Sissoko, and said they must be on 30-40 passes there, Watford. And eventually it drops to the skipper. Does sit up and invites the strike, but far too much on it, up and over the top.
Banquet. Bashiru drops it off to Pollock. He hasn't had much joy, has he?
No.
Mamadou Doumbia, the 18-year-old.
Yeah, just opening up his legs there, down the channel. Luke goes all the way, and it's just a heavy touch, isn't it? A young man.
Watford throw on the far side.
Yeah, just looking at Trey Hume. I think he's okay. I think he's recovered.
Yeah, some of the subs are still out there.
Yeah.
You've got Dan Ballard, Leo Hjalda, I think Jan Paveda and Liza Mayenda warming up. Interception there by Hume. It only goes to Deli Bashiru. Sunderland need to grab a hold.
Yeah, it's gone flat, really, isn't it? So Watford are sort of playing a bit of keep ball, really, looking for an opening and working it side to side.
Dan Neil takes possession for Sunderland, then brings in Wilson Isidore, running into Banqua. Isidore, he's got support there if he needs it. Dan Neil takes it. Oh, nice from Dan Neil.
Oh.
Does he win the corner?
No.
No.
Comes back up, yeah. A few words with the referee there. He's won the corner again. Wilson, that's what he's looking for, isn't it? A Banquet 1v1, a couple of step overs, feeds it into Dan Neil's path. Maybe just gets away from Dan a little bit there. Recover Watford.
Oh, that's high feet, surely. Yeah, now he brings it back. Pretty dangerous.
I think Daniel's just waiting for it to drop down, thinking about bringing it down on his chest, and Andrews comes in with the studs, doesn't he?
Game on. He's Luke Guinayan, asking for options. Enzo Lafay. Sprays one across. Rigg picks it up. Brings in Trey Hume. Hume crosses one. Pollock is there. Abdul Samed stops the possession going back to Watford, and Meckham should get here.
Chris Rigg making him work there.
Roberts. Sunderland able to string some passes together, first time in 5 or 6 minutes. Straight to O'Nien. Finds Chris Rigg.
He keeps receiving in that little pocket of space, doesn't he, Chris Rigg?
Yep.
Several times now.
Here's Roberts. Roberts. Just stopped. And get men around the ball and get a throw in.
Yeah, it's good reactions though, isn't it? You see losing the ball there. Patrick Roberts and Chris Rigg going after Czech Vidadze, winning the throw in.
Ball's whipped in. That should be a Sunderland corner.
Yeah. Lovely ball in, Chris Rigg just wraps it into that sort of 6-yard line area, doesn't he? And well, it's Enzo Lefebvre going up with Andrews and a Banquet. Sort of a mismatch, really, and he just gets there, a Banquet, yeah.
Right. See what Sunderland can do from this. Lefebvre on the corner.
Oh.
It's Dennis Serkin, who's always lurking at the back post on these.
So what's on top of the keeper there? I think he can catch that, can't he? Opts to punch it and doesn't really make a good job of it. You see now, no pressure on him. Can he not catch it?
Kind of hits him with his wrist, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Rigg. So Samed tries to get it backwards. Check Fidadzi, who's trying to make something of this. Oh, big coming together. First card, and it goes to Doumbia.
Yeah, I think it just comes off Dennis Serkin and gets away from him off his chest. You see there, and he thinks he can nick it. And it's almost, well, coming together with Dan Neil as well involved, the sort of pile-up, really.
Bit of frustration maybe from Doumbia.
Yeah, I mean, he's not too much involvement as he top end of the pitch. He's not happy. I think, to be honest, I think Abankwah was probably lucky that he's not gone in the book so far. A couple of free kicks he gave away earlier on for the edge of the box, but yeah, it's Doumbia. Is he first one in the book, is he, Frankie?
Yep, he is. Robert Jones has opened the account. Sure, he won't be the last. Long way to go in this. At the half-hour mark, though, here at the Stadium of Light. Doumbia tries to make up for his...
That could be roles reversed. Dennis Serkin going in the book.
And it is.
We can argue it there, yeah.
Did he need to make that?
No, I think as the ball's dropped there, Dan Neil just waits for it, really, and Doumbia just steals in ahead of him, and then, yeah, goes flying in. Dennis, don't think you can argue it. Dennis doesn't really. One apiece.
It's a long way out, but they're going to try and make the most of this, Watford.
Yeah, they've got a bit of physicality about them there. You see centre-backs coming forward as well.
It's taken short, and they try and advance down that far left-hand side. Stopped by Patrick Roberts. Goes for the throw. Jake Fidadzi seems to be at the centre of...
Yeah, I was going to say they'll want to try and
attacks.
get him on the ball as much as they can. He always goes looking for it, isn't he? He's busy trying to make things happen for Watford.
Regis Lebris is screaming instructions at his side to press out, get the ball back. Bashiru just hesitates on the ball a little bit.
Ooh.
Someone could smell blood a little bit there. Hume doing his best to get it on the far side of Larouci. But Watford still have it. They're just frustrating Sunderland in these moments.
And it's gone quiet in the stadium, as you say, but they're not really hurting Sunderland, are they? I mean, for all the possession they've had.
Oh, bizarre coming together. I think he's going to boot Wilson Isidore here.
I'm not sure what's going on there. He's not happy, Wilson Isidore, is he, with something? But he's going in the book. Obviously, he's usually a fairly placid and quiet character, isn't he, Wilson? But not happy there. Not sure what's going on. Let's have a look. He goes pressing him, doesn't he? And does he feel he's been caught in the face? There's a little bit of a kick out at him.
non-bookings, we've had 3 in 5 minutes.
I don't think it is. I think Bank was just trying to hold him off there. He catches him sort of accidentally in his nose, and he's not happy. Wilson.
Dubai. Kiambe moves it back to Pollock, gets it back. Kiambe looking forward, pops one over the top. Sissoko is chasing it.
That's good from Anthony Patterson, good starting position there. So there's very little to do so far in the game, it's got to be switched on.
Nepham. He's looking for the gaps in front of him, but there mustn't be one on.
No, but do you know what? They've got a high back line again, Watford. Seems they're carrying the ball up the pitch, not really dropping off, and there's an option there to drop a ball in behind them.
Yep, Trey Hume gives it to Mepham. Again, looking forward. Comes across to find Dan Neil, who's dropped in deep. Dan Neil moves it forward. Enzo Lefebvre now. Dan Neil thinks about the cross. Sirkin was the wrong side. A few groans around us, but Lefebvre gets it back brilliantly. And Enzo Lefebvre's inside the area. Lovely pass across the middle!
Oh!
How did that stay out?
Well, everyone in the main stand, like ourselves, thought it was in. Enzo Lefebvre does well, he steals it off Andrews there. As he plays it in, it drops. I think Dan Neil fancies coming onto it. You see it back now, he does really well there. Just bumps him off it. And you see here, it drops between the two of them. And Chris Rigg gets the strike away. And it's Pollock, isn't it, with the big right boot. Turns it behind for the corner.
It's a big good angle. I think Watford players waiting for treatment in the box. They're not missing anything. It's Pollock. Important. Just hit his standing leg, though. Didn't have to move. The crowd are shouting about something on their far side. They're not happy about something they can see. Coming together, maybe.
Set up in the Sunderland loading sort of far side of the 6-yard box.
Now he's gone looking at the keeper. Sissoko.
Yeah, I think it's just keeping an eye on Sissoko on Wilson Isidore, trying to keep him off his goalkeeper.
Bit of grappling going on.
Yeah.
Here's Chris Rigg. Some of the players in the box if he can find them. Only as far as Trey Hume, the clearance goes. Whipped back in beautifully! Oh, that's some effort!
Yeah, decent ball
again.
Trey fizzes it in, doesn't he? Good pace on it, whips it in there near post area, and Luke O'Nien still in there from the previous set piece. See here now, just a touch out of his feet from Trey. And there, Luke's on the move across the banquet. Just can't get enough on it though. Looking for that far post.
Joe Kadadzi. 39 minutes here at the Stadium of Light. Trey Hume takes it. Abdul Samed. This is Roberts. What can he do against Pollock here? Roberts. Still going, Roberts. Oh, he loses the ball. He did the hard bit. It's a big challenge in front of the referee.
Yeah, as he sees there, he's 1v1 up against, say, Pollock. Fancy him to twist and turn him in there, but he does well, Pollock, actually, just slows him down enough.
I think Patton could have beaten with pace there.
Yeah,
as
but
well.
he doesn't back himself, really, does he?
He's waiting for the player
trying to work a yard, but
his teammates to get up to speed with him. I mean, really, he should have maybe exploited him himself.
Gone himself, yeah.
Verdanti goes again. Abdul Samed couldn't stop him.
Space.
There's a chance here. Oh, it's thundered into the side netting there from Kayembe.
Switched on there. Starts to check Verdanti, picks it up, and he just goes past a couple, doesn't he? And as it comes into... so I'll look at it back here now. There you see. So I think he's got in a good place. Into Kayembe. Too much time and space there. We've got to see that and get out to it earlier. Fortunately, fires it into the side netting. Game's been a little bit scruffy.
Is loser. Sissoko.
Oh.
Zadok got it back momentarily, but here's Andrews. Abankwa. I wouldn't be surprised if Watford have shaded the possession in this first
certainly
half.
have, yeah. I'd say probably 60-40, to be honest, yeah. But again, how many saves has Anthony Patterson had to make?
Doing any damage with it,
That's probably the closest they've come, is that one there, side netting, but here they come again. There we go.
Oh, and it's a great save from Anthony Patterson. It's a decision to be made, and it's a penalty.
Yeah. And out of nothing, as we say, for all the possession. Ball gets whipped in there. Anthony Patterson makes a good save. Dennis Cirkin, I think it is a penalty on first viewing. Not sure what Sissoko's saying. See it back here now, just keep your eye, just take a nick off.
It's a wonderful save.
Straight Hume, I think, maybe not, yeah, but it's over the top in between centre-backs, good save. Yeah. Dumbier, isn't it? Just toes it away. Is it Dumbier with a header?
Yep.
And as he goes to retrieve the ball. Yeah. Well, he goes with his foot, but then he catches him sort of around his hip, yeah.
So it's a penalty in the Roker end. Anthony Patterson's got a pretty good record. I'm sure he saved one at this end. It's Deli Bashiru who will take the penalty. He scored a penalty in the reverse fixture back on the 20th of September. Deli Bashiru versus Anthony Patterson.
Oh, sends him the wrong way, yeah. And just like that, save for all the possession they had. They haven't really troubled Anthony Patterson. But he's called into action, makes a good save. And then the follow-up, Dennis thinks he can nick it, he doesn't. Deli Bashiru steps up, and Watford are back on level terms. From our point of view, we haven't really done a lot, have we, other than the goal. We've had one or two, maybe Chris Rigg.
Well, the header
with that one
before the penalty was probably their first effort on target.
Yeah, they had the one from Sissoko, he blazed over, hadn't he, and the one into the side net from Kayembe as well. But anyway, that's where we're at. A couple of minutes before the break.
And that
Sunderland the level.
Yeah, that has signalled the start of half-time for a lot of people around the stadium. Maybe going to get some breakfast. Over from Onaya. Cut out by Kayembe. And here comes Cech Verdanti. Roberts running back. And Sunderland are in problems here.
Oh.
Cleared by Lafayette.
And he cuts it back there. Larouci blind, really, isn't it? He's got options ahead of him. Sissoko and Dumbier in the middle. So plays a blind pass, really.
There's not many of them, but those Watford fans are making their voices heard up there.
Yeah, a couple of hundred. Be delighted.
Silent Stadium of Light, look on.
Tails are up Watford, yeah, sharper.
Loser, Delibashiru, Chekvedadze. So we await added time at the end of this first half. Three minutes will be added on. Sunderland need to be careful here because Watford are finishing this first half stronger.
Yeah. But they've been in this position for a lot of the first half as well, haven't they? You can hear the crowd getting restless. Certainly now the Watford have equalised as well. I was in.
Foul against Sirkin this time.
It was Andrews, the fullback, wasn't it? He'd run off the touchline. He just got off the back of Dennis Sirkin in between him and Luke O'Nien. Almost getting in.
It was going to drop for him at one moment. Sunderland restart.
Yeah.
This is Trey Hume.
Yeah, there's that one back there. You see, he goes with the boot then. He doesn't catch anything with the boot, but it's almost the knee onto his thigh, I think it is.
Together, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's enough. It's enough. It would be a foul anywhere else on the pitch. Mepham looking for Isidore. Isidore holds it up.
Yeah, he needs some support there. Get with him.
Big jump there from Mepham. Abdul Samed. Miss kick from Isidore.
Let's get in, regroup at half-time here. Spell Sunderland, haven't they? Obviously, one or two openings as well. Say Chris Frigg, a couple of opportunities. I think it's general play, really, where really just want a little bit more control of the game in terms of possession as well. Moments like that.
Dumbaya stayed down. Chekvedadze. Three Sunderland players around him. He's still on the ball. Just behind Delibashiru. Will they come again? Chekvedadze.
Oh,
Larucci. And Sirkin's going to have to get there.
oh, they want a corner. They're not getting it though, Watford. Andrews in it. Yeah, we need half-time here. Need to get in and regroup. They're knocking on the door, Watford. See there, Chekvedadze slows it down. He waits for the full-back and it just takes a nick. Dennis has to go narrow. He's got a man there and the full-back steps onto it. Andrews, he's got space. And it is a corner indeed. It comes off Dennis Sirkin's hip. Yeah, Tom Cleverley knows side almost in front at the break. That is half-time.
Well, half-time here at the Stadium of Light. Look, Watford. It's not mission impossible, this, is it? But they finished the first half stronger.
No, I give them credit, Watford. As I said, they're coming here low on confidence, but certainly not the worst side we've had at the stadium this season, and probably deserve to be level at the break. As I say, it's up to Sunderland now. Big 45 minutes coming up. Try and take the 3 points.
That should be a free kick, and it is.
But just momentum towards the end of the half, wasn't it? With Watford getting back level, they had a lot of possession, hadn't really done anything with it. Then as soon as we said that, Beer with the header and then wins his side the penalty. And they finished the half strong as well.
With an opportunity here, Chekvedadze is strolling away with it. Gives it to Kiyembe. There's plenty of Sunderland players around him, but he still manages to find a yellow shirt and shot from distance, and it goes in the back of the net.
50 seconds. And then out of nothing. So one or two looking round at each other, but yeah. As it drops into, was it Kiyembe that picked up in the pocket of space? He's had 4, 5, 6 touches. We get shirts around him, but nobody makes a challenge as he drops it off.
And it's Imran Loser with the goal.
Yeah, Loser, who's generally played deep as well. I mean, he had the free kick earlier on when he fancied, didn't he? But yeah, but he looked glum earlier on, didn't he? Tom Cleverley certainly got a little smile on his face now, and why not? Within a minute, a side are in front. See it back here now. Here, look, he's got the ball. Look, somebody go make a challenge. He's had 5, 6, 7 touches. Still don't make a challenge. He lays it off. Then we don't get tight. Listen, it's a great strike. Yeah, give him credit. He's bent it in from, how far out was he? 25 yards, maybe further. Right into that top corner. No chance for Anthony Patterson. Watford 2-1 ahead. Sunderland fans still streaming out down below us from half-time refreshments, unaware perhaps of what's gone on until they look at those electronic scoreboards and see that the side are behind.
Inside the first minute of the second half, Watford go ahead from a goal behind here at the Stadium of Light. Here they come again. Gradadze runs the ball through for Larucci. Sunderland are rocking here a little bit.
Yeah, well, as I said there, they've carried on where they left off before the break. Watford, certainly since they got the equaliser from the penalty spot, he's just scratching his head. I said before the break, well, he's thinking maybe of changing it. The same 11 came back out at half-time.
No one warming up. I can't see anyone getting stripped. So I think it's going to be an immediate decision. People coming back to their seats will be looking up the scoreboard and wondering what's happened. As Trey Hume tries to make some way on this right-hand side, Roberts asks some questions himself. It's a Sunderland throw. Sunderland need to react here. Abdul Samed. Mepham going direct.
A bit forced, isn't it? Chris Mepham, ball's ever on for Wilson Isidore.
I think it's just a throw in though, it's
Yeah.
not the goal kick.
Comes off the outside of the flag, doesn't it? Here it is again. So it just takes a touch, rolls his studs over it, uses Dan Neil pretty much as a screen there in front of Anthony Patterson, and yeah, great strike, give him credit. As I said there, contrast on Tom Cleverley's face from what it was 10-15 minutes into the game.
Free kick on the far side. If they want to take it quickly. Fans trying to encourage the side on. Abdul Samed, Chris Rigg stumbles as he tries to play the ball.
Yeah, well, no, I thought he was going for his pocket there.
Yembe stayed down. Be in no hurry to do anything now, Watford.
Talking to from the referee there.
He's up, Gradadze. Abdul Samed wins it back. Options left and right. Looks for Wilson Isidore, cut out by Loser. Pollock, try to feed it back. Sunderland trying to get it back, and it's the slightest of touches, isn't it, Danny? But he's felt it and gone down.
Yeah,
as Imran Loser.
pressing, weren't they? He's not really argued it, Chris Rigg. I think it's one of those accidental ones, and I guarantee we'll see it back now. It doesn't look like there's any contact, but yeah, it stands on his right boot. Go away from a tight area there. Watford, Sunderland pressing them.
On the line from Loser. Hits Trey Hume. Can he keep it in? He can. He plays it forward. Flicked on by Chris Rigg. So they need a bit more composure in this final third. Here's Dan Neil. Enzo Lafay.
Oh.
Almost got around.
Goes around the first man, doesn't he? And then comes inside, taking off his toe.
Sunderland free kick.
Well, the game's come to life now. From Sunderland point of view.
Here's Lafay. Gets a free kick.
Hughes has gone down again, this time holding his right ankle. Let's have a look. So Lafay receives the ball. Oh, this is the other one going to the goal, yeah. Yeah, it's just so good, just toes it away from him. Wide free kick, Patrick Roberts, I think. Beyond duties there. Bend it in behind that Watford back line.
In from Roberts. To tease him on.
Oh.
The header needed to be better.
It's Chris Mepham, isn't it? Yeah. Still looking for his first goal, isn't he? In a Sunderland shirt. Good opportunity. Lovely ball in from Patrick Roberts. Is he onside? I think. Which one is he now? Third in line. No, it wasn't. It was the second one in line. I think he may be just offside. The ball comes in, but he's free and he should hit the target. Worst case.
Kayembe picks up the loose one. Brings in Sissoko. Sissoko thinks about the cross. Hesitates and Luke Wanai knocks it out for the throw in. All the Sunderland subs out warming up beneath us.
A couple of Watford as well. It's one of those days, isn't it? You want to keep warm as a sub, really.
High one, it's a long one. Dan Neil helps it on its way, but stopped by Loser. Deli Bashiru. Pollock. Check Vidadzi. Got a man over as well. Kayembe stumbles. Patrick Roberts takes it. Now he looks for Wilson Isidore. Keeper's come a long way. Oh, he just gets there.
Yeah, does well, the keeper. Salvit, he's off his line earlier. Maybe Patrick, can he just play it along the floor for Wilson? He's on his way. Puts too much on it, really.
Roberts, hassled. Goes down, gets a free kick. Lafay comes across to take it. Watford have got men around the ball. They're just wasting time here, Watford. I don't know why the referee just doesn't boot one of them and they stop.
Just walk them back, I was going to say, yeah. With the arguing when you're getting back 10 yards.
Sheffield Wednesday have beaten West Bromwich Albion. Tony Mowbray's sign, can it beat at home? Here's Enzo Lafay. It's a lovely ball in. Serkin keeps it alive, but there's no one attacking it.
The first one, nobody attacks the first one, really. See 2 or 3 yellow Watford shirts going for it there. Nobody really on the front foot.
Here's Patterson. Gets it back. There's some activity on the Sunderland bench. I think Jan Paveda's getting stripped down there. As Dan Neil takes it. Drives forward. Here's Enzo Lafay. Serkin's ahead of him. Can't find him, but it might come through to Chris Rigg here. Rigg moves it on to Patrick Roberts. Roberts is inside the area. Roberts tries to cross. Hume keeps it alive. Abdul Samed.
Ball was on there for Samed earlier. I didn't want to use his left foot, did he? He had to work his body around it to play it out to Dennis Serkin.
The cards have gone in. There's going to be some changes from a Sunderland perspective in the second.
That's a foul, isn't it?
Well, he's given throw in. The referee's given throw in.
Sure he doesn't give a free kick to Watford on the far side. He's given a free kick, hasn't he? It's the second one, has he? Or is it a throw in? Either way, it was a late one, wasn't it? Sissoko. On the play.
He's given throw in to Watford.
Yeah, he's missed the first one there, hasn't he? Say Paveda stripped off down below, is ready to go.
Is that who it is down there?
Is it?
It might be Alexic.
Alexic it is, yeah, actually, yeah. So the top of his head over the tunnel.
There was a couple getting stripped. As Chris Rigg digs one out. It's in between the two players. Eventually,
Paveda as well, yeah, double substitution. It's the two of them.
Paveda and Alexic to come on for Sunderland. As Mepham looks for a gap. Serkin takes it. Here's Dan Neil. Double change for Sunderland happening very soon. Abdul Samed. Mepham. Lukonayan. Serkin. Smash clear by Abankwa. We're going to see these subs now, I think. Abdul Samed makes way. So more of an attacking midfielder on.
Yeah, and straight swap on this right-hand side as well. Patrick Roberts making way for Paveda. He's got a few minutes to the night, didn't he, at Middlesbrough. Opportunity late on, lost his footing. Look to have an impact here now, over half an hour. Jan Paveda trying to get his side back into this game. Fans unhappy, losers give a free kick away on the far side.
One yellow card so far, Watford. There's been a lot of cynical fouls in this game, right from the start. Malay is the only one on a yellow. In from Lafay, floated beautifully. Oh, it might drop for 9. Oh. Cleared.
Flag's gone up. Offside. Offside, hasn't he? Wasn't a bad ball there, fed in from.
See if we can see it back. Anyone offside?
Let's have a look.
Offside at the moment.
Yes, I would argue, yeah.
Luke goes for it as well. Change for Watford. Yeah. Ngakia comes on for Larouci. Pretty straight swap, that one. Where is he? He's getting his time.
He's on the side, isn't he? Down below us, yeah. Left back.
We've hit the hour mark. Sunderland goal down. And they need to at least get one to keep this 100% home record in the league. Undefeated, of course. What impact can Milan Alexic have and Jan Paveda? Looks like Dan Neil's gone to the more sitting role there, Danny.
Yeah. Just dropped in a little bit more, hasn't he? It's Alexic.
Paveda looking for Trey Hume. Ball comes off Chris Rigg. He's frustrated as Watford have a throw in.
See Alexic alongside Chrissy Rigg. Dan Neil just dropping in a little bit deeper, as you say, thanking. Well, I think the one that I certainly mentioned at half-time, and perhaps Sunderland fans were looking at, would have been Mayenda, possibly, yeah, but
haven't seen him.
Still sat in his tracksuit.
He did come on at the end on Monday night against Middlesbrough. Later on, he had a good chance as well.
Yeah, well, 2, wasn't there, really, in the space of 5 seconds, really, yeah.
Rivera, tugged down, play continues. Hume's caught, plays the ball forward, Sunderland get the throw in. Rivera holds off loser, then runs into trouble, but manages to come away with the ball and find Dan Neil. Trey Hume has to go back. He's Onaya. Lexic. Find Dan Neil. It's cut out by Chris Rigg though. Pokes it straight forward. Lefay. Isidore. Lefay. Isidore. Shoots. Charged down. Cross comes in. Rigg was going for it. Preveda might pick up the scraps. Preveda, deep one. Lexic keeps it alive. Hits it all!
Oh!
He feels he was pulled down.
Yeah, 600 fans behind the goal. They want a penalty. Not sure we'll see it back in a minute. I think Preveda digs it cross out to the far post. Headed back down for Lexic. And as it's into, look at his arms there. Look at his arms there. Oh, I'll tell you what. Do you know what we're going to go to there, Frankie? Anywhere else on the pitch, standard free kick. He's got his arms round him. Oof. See why one or two of those fans behind the goal were asking the question.
He's Rigg. Just taking off his toe. Pollock. Sissoko. Feeling this as the game goes on, 35 years old. He's going to give a yellow card here. It's up to Lefay.
Yeah, just gets away from him there, doesn't he? Dumbia gets in ahead of him. It is a foul. It is a booking.
Player stayed down. It's Dumbia.
Okay. On his feet.
His keeper who hits it first time. Mepham up for the header. Loser knocks it down. Gakia. Now Pollock under pressure. Oh, you have to make sure Vidante goes the other way. Vidante again. Goal kick.
Come back off loser, yeah. Trying to kid the ref on, walking towards the corner flag.
Kick's taken. Luke O'Neill has it. Job looks on from the stands. He'll be wishing he was out there helping his teammates.
Yeah, just have a look. I think it's actually Lefay's had a swap, hasn't he, with Lexic? You see, far side Lexic has gone out there, hasn't he? Lefay's come in a little bit more centrally there.
Fair. Sirkin. Preveda. Dan Neil and Preveda coming together, but Sunderland managed to lose the ball. And this is Dumbia. Chased by the Sunderland shirts. Can't get it off him. He's keeping possession.
Yeah, eventually, yeah. Press, wasn't he? And still come out with the ball.
Paveda pressing. Delibashiru. Chekvedadze. Oh, they've got a man as well in Gakia to the left. Can he get there? He can. It's charged down by Trey Hume. It'll be a corner for Watford.
Yeah, he does well in the end, Trey Hume, because initially he goes towards the ball and realises he's almost 2v1. Gakia trying to get in behind him and feed it across. Does enough in the end to turn it behind for the corner, Trey Hume. Watford come forward again. Big Matty Pollock there.
Corner's been taken quickly and short, and Gakia puts one in. Danger! Headed away by Trey Hume. Back in there by Andrews. It's a high one. Mepham's under this one. Isidore tries to help it on its way. Dan Neil tries to bring it under control. Somehow, Watford have it again.
Chris Rigg stayed down there. Congested, wasn't it? Turned back into bodies. A couple of times the Sunderland players. That's in a bit of pain there. Let's have a look there. Just legs on that one. And then, oh yeah, it's just on the follow through, isn't it? Onto his left knee.
Eliza Mayenda's getting stripped down there, Danny.
Yeah, nasty one that.
Knee. He's feeling that, Chris Rigg.
Just looking around, it may well be Chris Rigg. Comes off for Mayenda.
One play forward, Pollock heads it. It goes out for Sunderland throw, pretty much on the halfway line.
Joe will remain there,
Yeah,
watching on. Won't be enjoying this.
Yeah, not too far away, Remain, from what we understand. Fair. Dan Neil. Trey Hume.
It's a foul.
Still no card.
Yeah, Sunderland fans wanting Andrews. Yellow card there. Just gets done by Dennis. Bit of skill, rolls across his body, opens it up. No, listen, I think it's a foul. I don't think there's anything more, I've got to be honest.
Well, as Mayenda's getting some instructions, he's poised to come on, but he won't come on just yet. As we move on to the 70th minute, Sunderland a goal behind at home against Watford. In from Lefay. Delibashiru bashes it out. Back in from Neil. Rigg trying to turn on it. Can't. Chekvedadze. Delibashiru.
Trouble, and behind. Oh.
Looking out to get there, but they've still got the ball here. Kiembe stumbling. Still remains on the ball. At times, Sunderland haven't been able to get it off Watford. Sissoko. Hume gets up. Drops to Ngakia. Delibashiru back to Pollock. Mayenda looks on from the technical area. And now Sunderland can break. Oh, and Pollock gets there. Paveda. Lefay. Alexic on the far side.
Take.
Alexic goes again. Or into Sunderland.
Yeah, so you can see why he has brought Lefay. Central try and get him involved and create something for Sunderland. And there's that change.
Just Rigg coming off for Eliza Mayenda.
Yeah. Thought would be, just get Mayenda up there alongside Wilson Isidore, last 20 minutes or so.
Can Mayenda have an impact on this game? 20 minutes.
Yeah, I think he always has moments in the game again. Monday night, come off the bench, then he had a couple of opportunities.
Serkin. Lukunaya. Paveda. Still going Jan Paveda. Still going Jan Paveda. And still going Jan Paveda. But maybe tried too much in the end. It's a straight human foul. I'll take the time over this.
Yeah, does well initially, Paveda, doesn't he? But just got outnumbered in the end. Dali Bashiru does really well.
Actually taking it quickly here, Watford.
It's up to Sunderland now, got to keep the tempo, and you see Watford got themselves in front, happy to just slow the game down and keep the ball, frustrate Sunderland.
Bankwa. Trying to get it back. Just can't at the moment. Game goes on. Mayenda. Loser. Check Vidadzi, wants it back. Kiembe. Ngakia. Imran Loser. Check Vidadzi. Kiembe. Check Vidadzi, looks up,
Pressure.
Thinks about the shot. Straight in Anthony Patterson. And there's no movement.
Yeah, good again from Watford, wasn't it? Build up down the left-hand side. Check Vidadzi involved again. Just opened up for him for the moment, similar to Loser for his goal.
Serkin. Daniel offers in the middle. It goes to Luke 9. Now Chris Mepham. Sunderland quite advanced on the pitch. Paveda. He's patient and gets a throw in. Dali Bashiru. Luke should get there, he does. Gets it back off Enzo Lefebvre. This is Serkin.
He's got to go out wide there. Alexis, look at the space he's got. It's a little dink ball and misunderstanding. I think it was with Enzo Lefebvre. Put the easy option in. Milan Alexic, who's got yards on that left-hand side touchline.
Finds Check Vidadzi with space. He starts motoring forward again. Hasn't got much help, but Paveda's there as well. That should be a Sunderland free kick. Paveda.
Switch it.
He's O'Nien. Another glance at the clock. 40 minutes left or so. Sunderland need at least a goal. I don't feel it's coming right now in the moment.
Sunderland having a bit of the ball. Watford happy to soak it up really, but Sunderland aren't really working the keeper at all, are they?
they do from this?
Corner.
We've got a corner. Sunderland's 5th of the afternoon. They still believe.
Yeah, still plenty of time, isn't there? Of course there is, yeah. Get that equaliser.
Everyone forward apart from Dan Neil, who's on the centre circle. Near post, and it's easily cleared by Andrews. Vader lets it bounce as well.
Foul. There's had a couple of those, Lefay, from the corners. Obviously, the goal we got in the first half led deep, wasn't it? And Trey Hume puts it back across for Luke O'Nien, but it just doesn't look great, does it, when it's whipped in near post and it gets cut out, and you can feel the frustration from the crowd as well.
Goes in now. Mienda's hovering. It's out the sky. Mienda shows too much to Kiembe. Dan Neil looking forward. Trey Hume doing the same. Looking for Wilson Isidore. He does get something on it, but not enough to take full control.
Yeah. Just an awkward one, isn't it, as it just bounces up in front of Wilson Isidore there. So far, it's pretty frustrating half for him, hasn't it? We've barely got him into the game, really. Certainly in that final third.
Sirkin. Lefay.
Too much.
Looking for Wilson Isidore. Too much on it again. Needs to set a little bit. Be patient. It's the right idea. What can Sunderland do now? They're building. This is Luke O'Nien.
Yeah, this is where we've got to move it quicker now. You said, I know Luke wants to carry it out, but you've got to move the ball quicker. Don't allow those 4 or 5 Watford players to get back in.
Sirkin looks up, puts the ball in. That come off the goalkeeper. That should be a corner.
You know, ref and linesman are looking at each other. They're unsure.
That's the most obvious corner.
I'm not sure why the ref is looking at the linesman who's further away. Surely he can see whether the keeper's parried it. Maybe he's looking, is he behind the line? But he's certainly gloved it behind the goalkeeper, hasn't he?
Yeah. Cummins is going to come on in a second.
I'm sure it was near post. I think it's a miss-hit cross from Dennis Sirkin. Get a corner out of it, Sunderland.
Sissoko gets the first contact.
Foul. Yeah, he's arguing it, Chris Meppen, but he just leans into, I think, Sissoko as he goes to jump. Oh, he's gone down.
Yeah, and they've kicked the ball away as well.
So he got that cramp, has he?
Yellow card for. Check Fidanze for kicking the ball away. Check Fidanze got a yellow card for kicking the ball away there.
It's not Sissoko who's gone down there. It's the young man up top, isn't it, Dumbia?
Cummins, they're putting a midfielder on for a striker. 33 now, Cummins.
Yeah, he's played his part, hasn't he, the young man? So you have the header, save from Anthony Patterson, and then he goes and wins his side the penalty. Those Watford fans applauding him off for his efforts.
Xavier Alta is going to come on as well. But not just yet. As Dan Ballard has been called in by the Sunderland technical area from warm-up.
What are we thinking there? Chuck him up top. Good route one. Sure.
Starting to rain quite heavily here at the Stadium of Light. Low cloud as well as they look out from the west stand here across the Stadium of Light pitch. Trey Hume, Paveda Vader goes again, but has to go back. It's a big chase on here for the ball.
Yeah, does well, Andrews.
Yep, Midfield player does enough. You can see Dan Ballard is.
Dan Ballard stripped, ready to go. Who thought?
This has gone down looking for a free kick. Just gets away from the fit. Now Poveda. Sunderland throw. Dan Ballard poised. Not yet though. 8 minutes left of normal time. There will be a couple added on for injuries and substitutions you'd expect, but Sunderland need to find a goal here, Danny.
Yeah, they do, yeah. So ticking into the last 10 minutes. Just interesting to see where is Dan Ballard. I think they're going to chuck him up top, saying there, but who thought? A couple of knockdowns off him. So we tried all the football. It's not quite working out, is it? Not threatening the keeper enough. No, it's not. It's a straight swap at the back. It's Chris Mepham. I don't think he's injured Chris Mepham, so...
Fourth change for Sunderland. That's it. It's been a thorn in Sunderland's side all afternoon. Still got the ball here. Luke 9. Ballard. Poveda. Change for Watford. Francisco Sierralta is going to come on. Sissoko will come off.
Sissoko hands the armband over to Matty Pollock. Two boos, say for the former Newcastle man.
No change for them.
Gesturing there, 5 at the back, is it? He's dropping in there. Midfielder off, defender on. So he's sitting in the middle of the centre-back pairing of Pollock and Bankwa.
5 minutes left of normal time. Dan Ballard. Poveda. Looking for Trey Hume, can't find him. He's been frustrated, Poveda, since coming on. Hasn't been able to have that free-flowing movement down the right-hand side yet. Sunderland throw. Neil.
Just not happening for Sunderland, is it? It's like unbeaten record. 5 minutes to go. And Sunderland dig one out. Big goal, isn't it? Listen, from where we were last time here against Plymouth, disappointing result with the 2-2. Certainly take that at this moment.
Dan Neil. Down Ballard. Need to cross into the box, maybe. Paveda is held up. Finds Lafayette. Puts one through!
Oh, difficult one, yeah. Feeds it through the legs of Matty Pollock there. Not sure whether he's trying to just feed it into the far corner or he's looking for a runner. Either way, it ends up in the keeper's gloves. See how Paveda does well in the end. Just falling there and then there. Yeah, I think he's maybe looking for Isidore and he gets bumped off it by a Banquet.
Done by Dan Neil. Mayenda goes down, gets the free kick. He's feeling that one, Eliza Mayenda.
Liam is back there. Ball.
Sunderland corner. Well, it might not be last chance, but it's getting that way, Danny.
Yeah, it is, yeah. So I think Dan Ballard does give you some of an aerial presence, doesn't he, in the opposition box as well.
Needs to be a good delivery. It's another flat one from the face. Flicked on, no!
Oh!
And the goal!
It's an own goal.
Dennis Cirkin!
Dennis Cirkin, yeah. Well, come off the Watford player. Let's have a look at it back now. So it's not a great corner end, and Watford players are livid there, arguing with each other. Camera's looking at Deli Bashiru in there. Matty Pollock, arms out, they're asking questions of one another, the Watford players. Corner's taking quite quick, isn't it? Let's have a look back now. Lafay whips it into that near post area. No, it is Dennis Cirkin, yeah. Deli Bashiru lets him go, he's not switched on. Look at him there. He's off the back of him, rooted. Dennis Cirkin, guilty, giving the penalty away. Gets his side back on level terms.
Meanwhile, while we were all watching that, Watford have a corner. I don't know if we can get a replay of what happened. So we will
Anthony Patterson's having a little smile about it. Yeah, we're not sure we're watching the replay back on the screen.
Anyway, let's see if we can see what Sunderland can do from this. Loser will take the corner for Watford. Sunderland need to be switched on here and then go for it. The crowd encouraging them to step out. Ball's allowed to bounce. Dan Neil gets there. Pollock goes down. Ngakia held up by Paveda. There'll be 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes.
Watford are going to slow it down now. Matty Pollock not in a rush to take the throw in.
The crowd are up for this now. Can Sunderland go on and get all 3 points? They've got to ask some questions of this Watford side. They haven't asked very many this afternoon.
No, they haven't, no. As you say there, they probably thought they were over the line, Watford. They switch off from a set piece, get punished. Now I'm sure they take the point.
This is Dan Ballard. We've played nearly 1 of the 5. Ballard's looking for Isidore. Comes up, Paveda will get there. Paveda rides a couple of challenges. Finds Dennis Cirkin. No one's leaving this one yet. He's Trehew. Paveda. Can he put a ball in? He stands one up. Paveda come from an offside position.
Goes for the big volley there, doesn't he? Alexic over the far side, struggled really to get involved in the game since he come off the bench. And there it is again, the goal. You see Deli Bashiru, who just runs around the back of him, Dennis Sirkin, unaware of where he is there. And then he just guides it in, doesn't he, with that left boot. Oh, here's what happened. Yeah.
Went for it. They went for it from the kickoff.
Yeah. It was loser, wasn't it? Already scored one in that end. Decent strike, looking for his second.
Here's Mayenda running with it at pace. The light of Mayenda. Is it not ahead of him? Is it not there?
Oh! Big chance.
That was it.
Well, we've seen the combination before. We thought that was the moment. He had a quiet second half. Wilson Isidore. Everything what you'd want. He's onside as well. I think he's going to go round the keeper. He wants to try and play it underneath him. He almost sits on the ball, the goalkeeper. There. Oh, big chance for Sunderland to take all 3 points.
Well, I don't know what to say, Danny. Another chance, maybe. He's in! It's Alexic!
Oh, another one! Well, I don't know where Sunderland have come to life. Alexic, that burst of pace.
There's 2 minutes left of this added time. I feel like there might be more chances. Watford are punch drunk at the moment. And Sunderland are asking all the questions. But why have they waited until stoppage time, Danny?
That's the question, isn't it? Yeah, see when they're moving it with a bit of purpose and a bit of intensity, getting in behind Watford.
Trey Hume, lovely ball in. Watford's player gone down, but
no, it's not foul.
Waving it away.
He barely ran into him.
Oh. He looked like he was going to let play go on.
Yeah, he was. It's his hip, isn't it? It's a banquet. Yeah, he heads it. I think it's Dennis Sirkin that sort of runs into him. I think he's making the most of this, got to be honest. And the Sunderland players as well. I think he's at it. But, yeah, you've got to go back to those 2 massive opportunities. First, Wilson Isidore, you'd back him, wouldn't you, to slot it. Keeper almost sits on the ball, and then Milan Alexic. Seen a goal a couple of weeks ago for the 21s against Benfica, but he tucked away. That one there, he's one-on-one with the keeper, and again the keeper makes a good save. Watford hanging on, last minute or so of the game.
Here we go again, we're back underway here. The referee, Robert Jones, says he will add the time on. We've only got 30 seconds of the minimum suggested 5 to play. The ball's headed towards Jan Preveda, he can't get there though. Trey Hume might just do that, he does. Hume, head down, heading towards the cross. Lefebvre thought about the shot, brings it down under control. O'Nien trying to unlock. Lefebvre dives in. Watford clear it for now. Dan Neil with a big header. He's Jan Preveda. Dan Neil's gone on the outside. Mayenda tried to get it back. That'll be a free kick, maybe a yellow card for Preveda.
Yeah, I think that's going to be that.
I like to think the referee's going to add the minute on which Watford just wasted. The Sunderland fans, a couple of them are starting to leave now. We'll see this as another opportunity missed. Danny.
Yeah, massive, yeah. As it stands 2-2 draws on the bounce at home. How's played to go on, the referee?
And that's a foul surely on Wilson Isidore. And he's standing in front of the ball loser, and he's already on a yellow card, is he? No, he's not. I got ahead of myself there, Danny.
Frankie, calm down.
Oh my goodness. Sirkin tries to cross, it's blocked.
Yeah, they want the full-time whistle, Watford. That's it. There you go.
A frustrating afternoon for Sunderland, Danny.
Yeah, I'm not sure the boos are they for the
referee,
result,
yeah.
for the ref. I'm not sure. You know, we've had 90 minutes to go win the game of football, but we came to life, didn't we? In the 5 minutes or so there, you can see it's not been enough. Once Dennis Serkin got us back on level terms, 2 massive opportunities.